This is Jared Chandonnet with JS Fitness. This is episode 2, and on this episode, I'm going to be going over basic routines to start off with and common supplements to use that I use personally. I've taken a lot of different proteins, so on, and supplements, and these seem to be the best as far as digestion wise and benefits from them. So first off, I'm going to start off with the basic routine. This is what I currently do. I work out at work, so I have 45 minutes. I usually go on break, so I pump this workout out in between work. So I work at work. So day one is going to be chest, shoulders, triceps. You're going to start off with bench press. Just make sure you're doing the full range of motion. One warm-up set just to get some blood in the muscle, get some blood in the shoulders, so you have a little bit of cushioning, so you're all ready to go for your 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And again, focus on the contraction at the top, full range of motion. You don't have to go all the way down and touch your chest. When you do that, just biomechanics wise, you're going to put more pressure on your shoulders. You're more prone to tearing ligaments, pulling something, and so on. So don't think you have to bounce it off your chest or go down to your chest. As soon as it doesn't feel great, go back up. Obviously, you don't want to go down like 1 inch and then press back up. And for the next exercise, it is incline press. You can do this with barbells or dumbbells. And again, full range of motion, 3 sets, 10 to 12, and focus on contracting your chest. Because pumping blood into your chest is going to cause your fascia to expand. That's going to allow your body to have more room for more muscle, which is what you want when you go to the gym. Next one is cable flies, machine flies. So you can flip flop them. I do cable flies some days. I'll do machine flies the next, whatever I feel like it, whatever you feel like, whichever one feels good for you. If, say, your machine fly machine, yeah, machine fly machine, okay. It doesn't feel good. It feels like it's stretching your muscles too much or pulling on something weird. Don't use it. Just use cable flies, and vice versa. If you don't like cable flies, use machine flies. And again, focus on the contraction. Get that blood in there. Next is rear delt flies. You can do these with dumbbells, or if you put a rope extension on a cable machine and you just pull the ropes, lead you forward, pull the rope right here, hold it for a second or two, get the blood in the rear delts, go back, pull back. I personally love that. It gets the most blood into my rear delts. It made my rear delts grow the most. Otherwise, you can do the rear delt flies, which would be on a like pec deck fly machine, but you'd be facing the machine and pulling it back, or you can use dumbbells the same way. And then next you would have lateral shoulder raises. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Grab a dumbbell, grab a cable, and just lift your arm. You don't have to go too high. A lot of people will go all the way up. I would say just right here, a little bit lower, wherever you feel it the most. That's another one. Biomechanics playing a role. Some people like to do heavier weight and do kind of like a half rep. They feel like that pumps more blood into it. I go just shoulder height. And then again, 3 sets of 10 to 12. Then tricep rope extensions. So again, it's just the ropes on the cable machine and doing 3 sets of 20. Um, I personally like to do sets of 24 arms, pumps the most blood into it. It's a small muscle group, so lifting heavy weight with a small muscle group, you're more prone to tear something. And what you want to do is stretch the fascia, obviously, and pump as much blood into it as you can. And I personally feel my arms have made the most progress doing sets of 20. And it saves your joints. Lifting heavy with arms, man. Looks like I forgot an eye here. Okay. I don't know why I did that, but. All right. Tricep overhead rope extensions. So for this one, all you have to do is turn around, grab the rope behind your head at about wherever you're comfortable, going down, and then just extend it all the way up. This is going to hit like the inside tricep, whatever that's called. I don't know the exact muscle names. I don't think it's that important. I don't really like when trainers go over, they'll say specific muscles, and who knows what that is? I don't even know what it is. Working out for 20 years, I don't know all the names of every single muscle, and that confuses people, and it intimidates people. So, yeah, the tricep part that hangs, not jiggly stuff, just the lower tricep. So when you hit a front double bi, it's hanging down like your bicep. If you're trying to do that. So again, 3 sets of 20 for that. All you gotta do is flip around, and that's it for day one. Pretty simple. You can pump that out in 40 minutes. I would, when you're starting out, you might need longer breaks. It might take you longer. Obviously, I've been training for quite a few years, so I can take like a 30-second break in between and keep pumping them out. You might need a minute or two, whatever. It might take you a little bit longer, but it should only take max an hour. And then for day two, we're doing back and biceps. So you're going to start with machine pull downs. You can use whatever what you can use a bar, like a straight bar, curve bar, whatever one you're most comfortable with, and the one you can feel it most in your back. And then for this, you're going to do 3 sets of 15. And then on this one, really focus on contracting at the bottom of the movement. So don't throw on a ton of weight where you're just swinging it around. You should be able to hold it at the contraction point, pulling it down for like a half a second, just enough where you're feeling it in your mid back. And you want to pump a lot of blood into your lats and so forth before you move over to bent over rows. Another compound movement. This one works great for your back. Overall back, this is going to put on the most muscle mass. So for bent over rows, you can either do dumbbells, you can do single arm dumbbell rows, or you can grab a barbell or do it on the Smith machine. And then I suggest for this doing like Dorian or Yates rows. So you're not bent over at 90 degrees. It's more of what would be the whatever in between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. You just want to have a slight bend in your back. Keep your back straight. You shouldn't be rolling your back over. And then doing 3 sets of 8 to 10. For the compound movements, you want to do a little bit lower reps. Just because you should be using moderate weight on these ones. You should be able to squeeze and contract your back on these, but I wouldn't expect you to hold it for a second. It's not easy. On the next one, it'll be cable pullovers, 3 sets of 15. So for cable pullovers, you'll be using a rope extension on a cable machine, and then you'd have it at the highest setting. You grab it with both arms and then pull the weight. Let me try to show how to do that. So you pull the weight and you're pulling it right to your belly button and then leaning forward and squeezing your back and lats. This movement's mainly for your lats. So if you want to get some wings, this is a good exercise for that. Ever since I started doing these, my lats have grown a lot. And yeah, that's 3 sets of 15. Just get as much blood in there. Next on the list is shrugs. Some people put this on shoulder day. I put it on back day because, I mean, it's mostly on your back. It's attached to your shoulder, but you see it mostly from your back. So for shrugs, it's 3 sets of 15. And this one is whatever you feel like doing. You can do dumbbells. You can do a barbell. You can do it on a Smith machine. I personally do it on the Smith machine just because it's smoother. It's more in control. I'm not trying to stabilize the weight with any other muscles. It's just straight traps. Then on that, you want to just pull your shoulders and squeeze, try to pull them up to your ears, and then just hold it for like a second or two at the top of the rep, then down. And it should be slow and controlled. If you're going like this, like, all you're going to do is pull something in your neck and have issues. So it should be slow, controlled. Make sure you're contracting fully at the top, holding it, squeezing it. You don't have to use a ton of weight. You're not going to throw on 500 pounds and do these. If you do, you're just slapping them around and you're more prone to injury. I would say 3 sets of 15. Squeeze at the top, which is the biggest thing. Don't be doing that little jerk dance with the shrugs. Then you're going to move on to cable curls. You can use whatever you want to use, a straight bar, easy curl bar. That's pretty much the only two. I don't know. There's probably some other random ones, but either of those, 3 sets of 20. Again, arms, I like doing sets of 20. Just squeeze at the top, pump as much blood into that bicep. It's going to stretch it out, make it grow. And then swap it out for rope curls. So rope curls, you're just going to put the rope extension on there, grab it, pull it up, hold it. Easy, done. On a day 3, legs, everyone's favorite day. Don't forget to train legs. This is how you grow overall. You can't just not train legs. Nobody likes training legs. Legs sucks in the beginning. After a while, you'll love it, I swear. But this is super simple. This is what I do. Leg extensions. This one's going to be a lot of volume, so you guys will love it. Your legs will be hurting afterwards. And it's only 3 movements for your legs to start out. So leg extensions, 3 sets of 20. And on this, focus on, again, contracting your quads at the top of the movement. Don't just swing them around every rep. If you have to do the lowest weight on the leg extension to be able to contract every single rep, that's what you should do. Keep the weight low, contract it. The whole point of this is to get as much blood into your quads as possible. And same with leg curls. So you can do laying leg curls, seated leg curls, whatever machines at your gym or whatever you prefer. Some people don't really like lying leg curls. It kind of pulls on your hamstrings weird. Some machines. I prefer seated leg curls. For whatever reason, I can get the best contraction in my hamstrings when I'm doing seated leg curls. That's what I prefer. What you prefer might be different. So try everything out and see which one you like the best. So leg curls, again, 3 sets of 20. Don't be swinging around. Try to contract your hamstrings. And 3 sets of 20. Pump as much blood into them suckers as possible. So your legs should be pretty pumped up before you do squats. These aren't fun. Doing sets of 20 on squats is, even if you're doing lightweight, is Not fun. But again, I try to keep the workout between 40 and 60 minutes. So this is the best way to grow your legs with the minimum amount of time. And if 3 sets isn't enough for you, just keep doing as many sets as you can until you don't feel like doing it. But 3 sets of 20, go down. I would say a little bit below parallel or wherever you're comfortable. Just don't be doing quarter reps. That's not gonna it's not gonna help you. You're not gonna benefit from it. Just do a full squat, all the way down, all the way up, 20 times, or as many times as you can get, as close to 20 as possible. And then calves, make sure you train calves. Here's another thing. Nobody likes training calves. I used to have teeny tiny calves. I train calves every workout. I'll do 1 or 2 different exercises. Always 20 reps. I don't like doing heavy weight on calves. I feel like it's, for me, I don't know if everyone's like this, but when I train calves, if I do heavier weight, I just feel like my calf's gonna tear off, and I'll usually pull something and then I'm limping around. So I just like to do, I would say, moderate weight, not too heavy, not too light, just enough where I can barely get 20 reps. And yeah, that'll pump them up. And if you notice, I don't have abs on here. Um, you use your abs for every movement. There's stabilizer muscle. In the beginning, just focus on building a foundation. Don't worry too much about abs. You can't spot treat fat or anything like that. Your abs are gonna get worked doing all of the basics anyways. So I wouldn't take the extra time to do abs until later on, until you have a foundation. That's just my opinion. All right, so we're done with that. That's my basic routine for y'all. This is what I do personally right now because I'm just trying to maintain. Um, I'm not trying to grow. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to maintain. Obviously, this isn't a routine for most people to maintain on. You will grow from it. But me personally, it is just maintaining because I think I'm like 230, 240 right now. I'm only working out 3 days a week. I'm just trying to let my body relax before I start this transformation. And up next, I will show you top supplements I suggest. So for protein, I highly suggest an isolate. This one is well, it used to be cheap. It was like $45. I don't know, everything inflation. Man, it's almost $70. Ugh. But it will last you, if you do one shake a day, it should last you like a month, 5 pounds. This stuff, super easily digested. You won't get bloat. It tastes decent. It mixes super well. I just suggest if you're gonna mix it with something, almond milk, not with a ton of sugar, or just water, or milk, whatever you prefer. Just don't be adding like a bunch of fruit, mixing it up, and adding all this excess sugars and calories. Fruit is good for you if you eat it, but if you're mixing it up and chopping it up and throwing it into shakes, it's like pure. You might as well just drink sugar fucking water because that's pretty much all it does. So don't think you're being healthier if you're adding fruit to it. Yeah, it'll taste better because it's sugar. You're adding a bunch of sugar to it. If you're gonna eat fruit, eat it. Don't be chopping it up, mixing it up into your protein shakes. It just ruins it for you. But yeah, 30 grams protein per serving, which is a little bit higher than most proteins. Most come with 25 grams per serving. Anyways, 62 servings. I love this stuff. Tastes good. They have good flavors. What do they got? Salted caramel, milk chocolate, chocolate peanut butter. Chocolate peanut butter is really good. I suggest that one. Milk chocolate's good. I haven't had salted caramel, but I imagine it's good. Strawberry is good until you get sick of it. I don't know. I get sick of it, and you can't mix it with anything else because it's strawberry, so it doesn't taste that great mixed. And yeah, that's what I suggest. This top protein. I've ate a bunch of proteins. This one I love. And as far as a multivitamin, this is for the men. Um, well, I guess it's for women too. Never mind. Women and men. It used to be just for men. Okay. 44 count, so it's a pack a day. It's pre-packed. If you don't like large pills, this is not the supplement for you. I would suggest finding like a powdered or a gummy vitamin. It's not going to have as much nutrients in it. But these are like horse pills. But it's a month and a half supply for only $34. It's super cheap. You get everything you need. And when you're working out, you're gonna need more vitamins. You're gonna need everything. You're gonna be burning more. This will just help you recover faster, keep everything topped off, and so on. And last, I don't what is this? Last is NMN. This is for you old farts. This is an NAD plus precursor. So I'll give you an explanation of NAD plus. NAD plus is an enzyme your cells lose over time as you age. Taking NMN, the precursor, will make your body increase those levels. So it's kind of an anti-aging supplement. Uh, I would suggest looking it up on YouTube or just on Google or something. Well, there's tons of benefits to it. It will help everything from skin, hair, mental function, mental clarity, mood, help depression. There's tons of benefits. And it helps with training. You're going to have more energy. You're going to just feel better overall. You're going to be able to work out longer, so forth. So I highly suggest NMN. This is the one I looked up. There's probably more pure forms of it online, but I just wanted to show you NMN. It's fairly cheap too, so it's not like a super expensive supplement. And then besides those, I suggest vitamin D. Nobody goes outside much. I live in Wisconsin, so right now it's cloudy, snowy. Nobody's in the sun. We're not getting enough vitamin D, so you should take vitamin D. Highly suggest that. That's going to boost your immunity, energy, everything. And along with that, I suggest taking zinc. That's going to help your immunity. When you're training, when you start out, you're going to be tired. Your body's going to be trying to recover. Your immunity's going to be lower. You're more prone to getting sick. So I suggest taking zinc supplement and vitamin C just to boost your immunity so you're not getting sick, not feeling extra dead, I suppose. And that's about it. That's what I would suggest for those. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below and hit that subscribe button. This was a pretty quick episode. I just wanted to go over the fundamentals of building a strong foundation for the gym. On the next episode, I will be talking about trying or staying consistent in the gym, which a lot of people think it's motivation. You should stay motivated, blah blah blah. I'm most of the time I am not motivated. I have motivating factors in my brain, but I am not motivated to go every day. It's mostly consistency, making it a habit. So I'm going to talk more about that on the next episode. So if you have any questions, drop them below. And I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.